Hi everybody, Audie here. Welcome back to Let's Build a Roman City. As you probably saw, and as you can see, I guess here, assuming you have eyeballs, um, which I'm not sure why you would be browsing YouTube if you did not, but let's just entertain the possibility for now. Um, anyways, we have the walls up, as you can see. We did that the last episode. Now we're going to be taking a look at the City Hall, which is like a big, that's a good way to describe it. Big central building of the city that people kind of gather at for meetings and other various activities. I don't really know what it's used for, but I know what it's kind of supposed to look like. So here we go. And as you see here, I'm going to start off by kind of laying out the materials that I kind of think I want to use, just to get an idea of what they kind of look like in a pattern. And then I knew I wanted to start here with the half stone brick or stone slab, whatever it's called, kind of to start this staircase here. And I want this to be kind of a three-tiered structure. So there's going to be a large central building with lots of columns and Romany things. I don't know if Romany is a word, but if you're keeping track of the number of words I make up, you might want to stop. It's going to probably give you a headache. But yeah, I kind of wanted it to be a three-tiered type structure, and this is, well, I'll just show you. There it is. So as I was saying, you can kind of see the two of the sections taking shape. I haven't really started on the left one yet, but there's the big middle one and the one on the right. And as you can tell, I started to make the middle one bigger. I realized pretty quickly that it was kind of dinky looking, and by the time I reduced the space on top with the columns, it was going to be a very small interior. So I made that significantly bigger. In the end, it actually ended up still not as big as I really wanted it, but I'm actually, the main goal here is really to have this Let's Build finished sometime this year, rather than the following year or even the next one. So that's kind of the reason I was sort of narrowing the scope by making it a little smaller. And also, as you see me kind of building the roof here, it's really a pain in the noodle. And the biggest pain actually was that I went back and deleted it all, and you'll see that later because I didn't like it. So that's actually something you can do in Minecraft. I don't know if a lot of people know that. You can delete things and then make new things where the old thing was that you deleted. So as you see there, the roof, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but I thought it looked kind of dumb, and it doesn't really follow the style of Roman. I think, looking at pictures and things, they generally have a more shallow pitched roof. So I go back in later and delete the whole thing and flatten it out a bit. And then this right side kind of takes shape here, you probably will realize what a heck of a time I had figuring out how to make a circular column in a game that only has squares. So I ended up not actually, because you can't. But I think what I ended up there looked pretty good in terms of actually kind of looking like a column. So for some reason, the footage I had of this was really messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it, of me fixing this roof, but here's kind of a flyby of it, and as you can see, it looks a lot less stupid. if that's a compliment, I guess. Not really. Just by flattening the roof there and adding some details on the sides, I feel like it looks a lot better. So now it's time to fix the big one. And at first here, I was actually crying a little bit as I deleted about, I don't know, 40 or 50 minutes worth of clicking annoying step blocks next to each other while hovering around in the air. Not really. I didn't cry. But yeah, this is a good example probably of the whole deleting thing. You really can, and it actually turned out looking better. I may have a carpal tunnel that I developed in the process of having to click to delete a billion step blocks, but I'd say it's worth it. My hand is now permanently locked in the clicking position, but at least the roof is flat and it looks more like a Roman roof. And then you'll see me here kind of adding in some more detail on that open end or the gable end of the roof, whatever it's called. Again, with the word making upping. I know gable is a type of roof, but I don't know really how to use it in the correct context. Like a lot of words, really. But back to the point. I really was glad how that turned out. I thought it looked really cool, the little front end of that roof there, and then basically just adding in some details, and then you'll see me at the end here kind of making a little statue out in front of the main building there, and it was going to be pretty big at first, and then it ended up kind of blocking the view, so I kind of had to pare it down. But unintentionally, I kind of made it almost looks like a bodybuilder doing a flex in a certain position, so maybe you'll be able to tell. And now it was time to kind of head around and start on the other side, this other little small wing that I was going to make. And it's always interesting in Minecraft trying to make symmetrical things. There's a lot of running back and forth involved to make sure you didn't mess up a block here or there, which it really doesn't make a huge difference in the long run. And you never really get it right anyways. But eventually, I think I got it symmetrical. If you can't figure out what that material is in this texture pack that the actual building is made out of, yes, it is clay. Not really the greatest building material, actually. Actually, it's a terrible building material, unless you want your house to fall over, or not work, or be squashed, or kind of turn into a puddle when it rains. But none of that matters in Minecraft because it looks. To be honest, I thought it was the closest thing to like a wall face. And then you'll see me here kind of playing around in a minute with the details, and I actually added on some of the nether ladders there. And I thought I was just kind of messing around with it at first, but then I decided to leave it because I thought it looked okay. So then I decided to come around and kind of play with this entranceway. I wanted to have some fountains and kind of a courtyard area, and then I needed to fix that road there too, where it kind of led up to the building. So you see me making a fountain here, and I was going to make it kind of bigger and more elaborate, but it seemed like anything that I put in front of the building kind of blocked it from the view, like if you're walking in the front gate, including those trees there. So I kind of had to keep everything to a minimum, and I would have liked to make a larger fountain, like with another tier, so it could have, you know, more complex look, but it was blocking the view, so it had to go. And then you see me messing around in the courtyard here, and I kind of wanted to emulate the kind of the Romanesque patterns. I don't know if that's even a thing, really. I have no idea. But I like what happened here, so I think I'm gonna leave it. And as you see, I just kind of continued that pattern right on down to the entrance because I liked it, and it was cool looking. And actually, initially, I was trying to decide which material to use to fill in the gaps, but I was comparing them, and then it turned out looking cool having both, so just left that also. Seems like most of this is just coming together by accident. Not really, but it is interesting to kind of see how things that you didn't really intend to happen end up looking better than what you planned originally. So here's just kind of a final pan of the building as it's nearly complete. And that's all I have for you this time. A little bit of a shorter one, but hopefully it was good. Next time, I think I'm going to work on building a barracks, which is an essential item to any Roman Empire. But thanks for watching, and tune in next time.